This video is going to be a quick video about time. Today, in church, the preacher spoke about time, and everything hit home for me. Just how there's a time for everything, and timing is everything. And at first, you might think that those two sentences mean the same thing, but they don't. My father would always tell us, or when we were younger, me and my siblings, that there's a time for everything. And he said there's a time to play and there's a time not to play. There's a time to work and there's a time not to work. That was one of his main things. He let us know that there was a time for everything. And I've learned out through life that timing is everything. If you could do the same action at two totally different times in your life and get two totally different responses, because timing is everything. So he made the comment that oftentimes in life we miss out on opportunities because we wait. We either wait too long or we procrastinate, and we wind up missing out on a great opportunity because at that time was the great time to join in on that opportunity or take advantage of it, and you didn't, and then you go back later and that opportunity either no longer exists or it doesn't turn out the way that it might have if you just took an opportunity when you had the time. So he asked us, what's the significance of our time? And he also made the comment that oftentimes we just think about ourselves when we're making a decision to do something, when really that decision, that small decision that we make, whether small or big that we make, will actually affect other people's destiny as well. And in life, we don't seem to think that what we do is going to affect someone else's life. We as humans tend to think that, okay, I'm doing this, I'm doing it for me, I'm doing it, but don't realize who's going to affect around you, whether you know or maybe not know the people that it's going to affect. And we talked about how there's always a reason not to take an opportunity or not to do something. There's always a reason, but our biggest reason is fear. And fear comes in many different shapes and forms. For example, I don't have enough money. I don't have a babysitter, or I don't have a car. Fear mostly comes in the form of an excuse. And if you continue to make excuses, then you never have the time to do anything, because it's always easier to come up with an excuse than it is to come up with a reason to go ahead and do it. So I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a go-getter, I'm a risk taker. I'll put myself out there and I'll try new things, and if I fail at it, I still learn a lesson from it and I keep growing. And I do believe that timing is everything. I believe that if you don't take the first step to make changes in your life, or you don't take that first step to join an opportunity that you've been thinking about joining, or you don't take the first step to make any initiative to make things change that you want to change in your life, you just keep saying, oh, I want to change, or I want to do this and I want to do that, but you don't ever take the step to do it, you're never going to accomplish that goal, or you're never going to get to do any of the things that you want to do, because you have to take the step. And the main important thing that I took away from the lesson in church was that we have to first step up. If we don't step up to go do those things that we want to do, or to achieve the goals that we have set to achieve, how do we expect other people to help us get to that goal? And how do we expect God and himself to step in and show us the way? It has to start some way. So if you haven't started, or you're procrastinating, or you're putting something off, it could be something as simple as you said you were going to go on a diet, and you said you're going to start exercising, and all those New Year's resolutions that you make up at the beginning of the year. You might do it for the first couple of weeks, and then you stop doing it. If you believe that there's a time for everything, and that timing is everything, then you need to situate yourself so when that time comes, you will be ready. And sometimes we do have to wait. Sometimes it's not the right time. And sometimes we were rushing things and we needed to prepare ourselves. So I do believe that there's a time for everything and that timing is everything. And I believe that with the way that this economy is going, the time is now for you to make a decision to better your future. The time is now for you to look for other ways to have financial freedom. The time is now for you to invest. The time is now for you to let go of those fears and move forward with whatever you're making an excuse for and whatever's holding you back. It's time to leave the excuses behind and go out in faith, step up and take the first step to make a change in your life and someone else's life. The time is now.